So you guys have been working on equations, one-step equations, and you have a really good grip on adding and subtracting, and you also have been doing really well with the equations that have multiplication in them. Now, where we got really stuck at was when we have fractions or division problems. And so we're going to work a little bit harder on that this week so that we can kind of get that to make sense a little bit more. Today, we are just going to focus on fractions where the variable is on top. So when I look at this fraction, I want to think of it as 1m over 5. Don't forget that there is a variable or a number in front of that m. Okay, so to undo this division problem, I need to multiply. But if you remember with multiplying fractions and dividing fractions, you need to find the inverse. So what is the inverse of 1/5? Well, it is 5 over 1. That 5 over 1, if I multiply 1/5 times 5 over 1, it's going to cancel itself out. I should get 5 over 5, which is just 1 whole. Okay, so that cancels itself out. So if I do that on this side, I need to multiply this side times 5 over 1. Okay, and 5 over 1, you guys should already know, is just a plain old 5. So I'm going to multiply 10 times 5. All I have left on this side of the equal sign is m. The other side of the equal side is 10 times 5, which is 50. And that's it. So let's do a couple of practice of those. This one I have p over 3 equals 7. Okay, the inverse of p over 3, or 1/3, is 3, 1. That's going to cancel this one out. I'm going to times this one by 3 over 1, which is just 3. So my equation is p equals 7 times 3 is 21. Next one, I have L over 2 equals 12. Well, it's actually 1L. Times that by the inverse, or the reciprocal. 1/2, the opposite, is 2 over 1. So what is 12 times 2? Well, you guys should know that one. L equals 24. And one last practice one. I have z over 8 equals 3. Okay, technically it's 1 z over 8. The opposite of 1/8, or the reciprocal, or the inverse, is 8 over 1. That cancels it out. Then I'm just going to multiply. What is 3 times 8? Z equals 24. Now, it's super easy. The problems are very basic when you have z on top. All you need to do is multiply these two together. That's kind of the trick for these. So if you know that trick, then it's okay. But once the variable goes on bottom, it's going to be a whole different ballgame. So make sure you watch the video on Wednesday for that.